Are we witnessing the beginning of the end for Koh Samui?
And man, I'm shocked. To be honest, I'm really shocked.
I personally believe Koh Samui is at a very critical crossroads because there are some big changes happening on the island.
Here is another one, starting from 9.6 million baht.
In this video, I want to share with you my thoughts on how Koh Samui is changing, but at the same time, I also want to bring you around the island and show you some incredible nature.
Look at this, guys. This is truly amazing. So, Phuket first or Samui first? Samui first.
Because as of right now, Koh Samui is still a tropical paradise, but honestly, I don't know for how long it's gonna stay like this.
And my mind just cannot stop thinking like, what's gonna happen in the next 5 years? What's gonna happen in the next 10 years?
So sit back, relax, and enjoy this video. Good morning, guys, from the beautiful tropical island of Koh Samui here in Thailand. In this video, I want to share with you how is Koh Samui right now during the peak season. We are in the highest season right now. Everything is fully booked. So many tourists around. And also I want to answer two questions for you. Number one, is Samui becoming like Phuket in terms of like overdevelopment, mass tourism and all these issues? And number two, is Samui better than Phuket or not? So I'll share my opinion with you. First of all, let's go check in our hotel because I'm staying here with Ploy for 5 days. Maybe I'll stay a little bit longer. And it was quite hard to find an accommodation because the island is fully booked, but we found a resort near Chaweng. So let's go check in and I'll show you the room. So this is our room in Koh Samui. Sarocha Deluxe Villa. Let's see. Wow. Big bed, huh? Oh. Big bed, wow, with a sea view. Very nice. Yeah, the room is pretty nice considering that we pay 2,000 baht per night and this is like high season, like peak season. It's good value for money. The room and the resort is a bit outdated, so it probably needs some renovation, but you have a nice sea view and for 2,000 baht I think it's worth it. So we just rented this Honda Giorno, which is a new scooter from Honda, and it's pretty cute. Right in front of our resort, this one is the shop and it's 250 baht per day, but because I rented it for 1 week, it's 200 baht per day. It's a pretty good deal. Considering that it's a brand new scooter, it's a good deal. Before we answer the first question and start talking about the development of Samui, let's clarify one thing. Samui is actually the second most popular island in Thailand, right after Phuket, and is one of the most beautiful islands in the world. Just think about it. How many tropical islands are there in the world? Not many. And how many of those islands have great services, great roads, infrastructure, a shopping mall, international schools, safety, which is a big one, a great culture, which is the Thai culture, good food, and so many other benefits. Then you have very few places around the world. You can probably count them on one hand. So it's very clear that Koh Samui is a very desirable place and it's also a very scarce asset in the world. A little bit like Bitcoin if you want to compare it. So it's inevitable that people want a piece of this paradise. They want to build their own dream house and inevitably the prices will go up. But there is a big downside and also a price to pay, and we will discuss it very soon. So we came to a very popular restaurant here in Samui, Thai restaurant. What is the name? Kuao Shao Ban. And they win the Michelin, 2024 and 2025.
Is the meaning with like local kitchen.
Local kitchen.
Ah. Yeah, I used to come here before, but I didn't know it was a popular restaurant. Because if you don't know, I lived for 8 months here in Koh Samui during COVID time. And also last year when I took a break from YouTube for like 5 months, I stayed here for 1 month. The whole month of March I was here with my friend Alex. So I like Samui a lot. So I ordered pad krapa for my healthy diet, kind of. Fried crab.
With the garlic.
Garlic fried crab. So let's answer the first question. Is Koh Samui becoming like Phuket? In a way, yes, but I really hope not. If you ride around Koh Samui, it's very clear that things are changing and there is a lot of development going on, especially the area of Lamai and Maret. I was really blown away by the amount of construction that is happening there.
Here there is this beautiful rock, and I remember because I used to live here in 2020 and I just passed by every single day. And now they're just building this villa right next to it. What to do, man?
See this rock? It's so beautiful and so wild here in the middle of nowhere. Another massive development here, so probably more pool villas are coming very soon. And you can see the shacks where the Myanmar people come. They are the construction workers, so they hire them for a few months. They work extremely hard. And you can see how slowly they cut palm trees, they cut nature to make more room for houses and villas, because there is a very high demand. So. And yeah, basically every morning I will just ride in these roads inside the jungle, and I will just have a blast. I will just connect to nature, feel the gratitude, connect to God, pray. And now I'm taking the exact same road 5 years later. And man, I'm shocked. To be honest, I'm really shocked because most of the palm trees are gone. The whole landscape is just changing completely. I mean, of course, you still have nature, but it's way less compared to 5 years ago. And my mind just cannot stop thinking like, what's going to happen in the next 5 years? What's going to happen in the next 10 years? What's going to happen in the next 20 years, man? Probably all this jungle will be completely gone, and you will have these little pool villas right next to each other, resorts, hotel. Maybe they're going to build condos as well. I don't know what to feel, man. I'm pretty sad, to be honest, because I remember exactly as it was yesterday, this area, and it was just nature. Now it's a massive construction project. Coming soon, by tropical life residence. Here used to be all palm tree.
I also want to clarify that I'm not here to judge, or I'm not here to say it's good or bad to build pool villas, etc. Actually, I'm the first one that from time to time benefits from this kind of accommodation. Fun enough, in the next video, I'm gonna stay in a pool villa in Pramburi Beach. So who am I to judge if I'm the first one to benefit from this development? What I'm trying to say and to show in these videos is just my feeling about the sadness of seeing a place that you used to know in one way to change so much, and seeing the nature disappearing for more concrete jungle. That's all.
Here is another one, guys. From 9.6 million baht, 12 villas residents, only 4 villas left. How long until these local people from Samui that have this nice land with banana trees, with palm trees, how long until they are gonna receive a great offer that is gonna change their life forever, for sure? I mean, millions and millions of baht, they're gonna give their land, and within few months, boom, everything is gone, cut all the trees, construction starting, and pool villas for sale. And if we are honest, this is what happened in Phuket 10 and 20 and 30 years ago. So it's happening the same thing in Samui right now. Everywhere you turn, left and right, construction projects. While before was just like this, all nature. Here we go, another one. Starting price 11.5 million baht. 3 bedroom, 3 bathroom, pool villas. And now where you don't see construction, you actually see a sign that says land for rent or land for sale. Like here, let me show you. Here you go. So this one in a few months or a few years will have another development. And one is here, and then just across the road, another one there. So literally like left and right, they're just giving away land. It's unbelievable.
So let's answer this question. Is Koh Samui becoming like Phuket? Considering how much and how fast they are developing, I will say yes. But we also have to remember that Phuket is very easy to access because it has an international airport and you can fly in very cheaply from Thailand, but also from all over the world. Plus, in Phuket there is a bridge that in just 30 seconds connects you to the mainland. While Koh Samui is not so easy to reach. It will take you 1.5 hours by ferry from Suratani. And yes, also in Koh Samui there is an airport, but it's privately owned by Bangkok Airways, and the flights are quite limited and they're also quite expensive, to be honest, and most of them are just from Bangkok. There are very few international flights, so this is a big limit for Koh Samui. So for now I will say that luckily Koh Samui cannot become like Phuket, but they're working on few projects to bring more tourists into Koh Samui. For example, they are discussing about building a bridge from Surat Thani, which is the mainland, to Koh Samui, so cars, buses, minivan, motorbike can just drive from Surat Thani to Koh Samui, which will bring a lot of people into the island. Another thing that they are discussing is the expansion of the airport by Bangkok Airways, so they want to bring in more tourists from Thailand but also internationally. So if those two things happen, for sure we're gonna see much more development and many more tourists coming in the coming years, which means more constructions, prices will also keep rising, more traffic, more people, more tourists, and less of a tropical paradise vibe. So slowly we'll get closer and closer to the Phuket vibes. But as of right now, Koh Samui still have that tropical vibe and very raw and authentic feeling. Actually, let me show you some of the beautiful parts of Koh Samui.
Made it to Lime Yai beach, which is like a little secret beach in Koh Samui, very quiet, and I like to come here because not many people know about it, and you can just relax, swim, and the water looks beautiful. You have different shades of blue. It's a little gem in Samui. Maybe after this video it will not be a hidden gem anymore. Are you enjoying Samui, Chloe?
Yeah, enjoy.
You like, man?
I like
Phuket or Samui?
Samui.
Samui more.
Yeah.
Why?
Phuket is more like busy.
More commercial.
Yeah, yeah.
More developed, more
Yeah,
commercial.
yeah.
Here is still more like an island
Yeah.
vibe.
Yeah, Phuket is everywhere. It's like
Busy.
busy. The beach,
Yeah.
the road, everywhere. Even the beach full of like umbrella. You have like a space for like this, to chill like this.
Yeah, me too. Honestly, now I prefer Samui more than Phuket. Considering the direction that Phuket is taking, Samui is a way better option. But it's not so easy to reach. That's one of the downside. You have to come here by ferry or you have to come here by flight. But flight is a private airport, so you can only choose Bangkok Airways, and it's very expensive. So most people come with a ferry, and it's not so practical as in Phuket, which you can just arrive easily. And one thing that I really hope is that Samui doesn't become like Phuket. So I hope the government do something to kind of control the development. They don't get too greedy, they don't get too thirsty for the dollars, and they don't destroy all the nature in Samui, because now it's still okay, but they should really start to control the development, because if it stays like this, it's gonna be really like paradise. But then if they keep developing and building more semis in Phuket, it can become, I think for Phuket it's too far. Phuket is already gone in terms of development, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They cannot come back anymore, it's just too much.
Yeah.
But Samui still has,
Yeah.
it's still raw, so it still have time to
Yeah.
control the development, and they can still keep it a tropical paradise. That's how I think about it.
Look at this.
Look at this.
We are in paradise.
Yeah.
Look at this beautiful.
Please keep it like this. Don't overdevelop.
So those are my thoughts about Koh Samui, about Phuket as well. And I would love to know, what do you think about it? What do you think is the future of Koh Samui? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Maybe you have a different take. Maybe you have more experience than me, so you can share your comments and your opinions down below. One thing for sure is that even though Koh Samui and Phuket, they are the most popular islands in Thailand, we cannot really compare them because Phuket is double the size of Koh Samui, and also Samui doesn't have the same infrastructure as of Phuket, so we cannot really compare the two. But as As you probably realized, the focus of this video was not really to compare the two islands, but to just shed a light on the development and the potential dangers of overdevelopment. One thing that I really love about Samui is that even though the island is smaller than Phuket, it's still a pretty big island, and you can have such a different experience based on where you go. For example, if you want some action, you want some party, you want some nightlife, you can go to Chaweng and you can have all of that. Also, the area of Lamai, of Bangkok, of Boput, they are pretty active and very touristic as well, so you can get some action there. But then if you want some quiet time and isolation and just nature, you can definitely find that in Samui. So me and Ploy are cruising around with the scooter, just exploring different areas of Samui, and we are really realizing that Samui is actually a pretty big island. And of course you have the touristic area, Chaweng, Lamai, but you also have so many other areas and beaches that are way undeveloped, way quieter. So there are many options in Samui. If you want to live like a quiet life, you can also do that here. So this one is Lipanoi Beach, and it definitely feels like more quiet, more local. It's further away from the big tourist area like Chaweng, Lamai. It's nice, it's very chill. Talking about Chaweng, yeah, it's true that it's the most busy and the most commercial area. We can probably compare it to Patong in Phuket, but at the same time, Chaweng is one of the most beautiful beaches in Samui. The water is spectacular and the white sand beach is just incredible. Wow! This is Mainam Beach, another very popular beach in Samui. Over there is Koh Phangan. Regarding the traffic, it's still manageable. Of course, if you go to Chaweng, Bangkok, Boput around like sunset time, you can get like some traffic jam. This area is Bangkok, and together with Chaweng is one of the most busy area, but not so much. I mean, just a little bit here on the main road, nothing compared to Phuket. But of course, for the future, we have to see, because if more tourists will come, also more expat, they will relocate in Samui. There will be more cars, more minivan, more scooters, and inevitably there will be more traffic. And as we said, Samui doesn't have the same infrastructures and the same road as Phuket. There is actually just one main road, which is a ring around the island. That's the only main road of Koh Samui, so they have to really be careful with the traffic in the coming years. But for now, the island is still great. We had a really good time. So my advice to you is enjoy Koh Samui while you can and until you can, because we never know how it's gonna look in the future. And that's all for this video, guys. I didn't really record too much. I didn't make too much content because I was on holiday with Ploy, so we just chilled and relaxed, and I was not so focused on making videos. Don't forget to leave your comments down below. I really want to read different opinions and different perspectives. I'll send you a big hug from Koh Samui, and I will see you in the next video in Pramburi Beach, and also in a special place in Thailand, so you will see very soon. Alright, bye bye.